Charles Kuralt became one of America's most beloved television storytellers, famous for traveling the country's back roads and introducing viewers to ordinary people with extraordinary stories. But behind the warm smile and trusted voice was a private life that would shock the public after his death. Kuralt was born on September 10, 1934, in Wilmington, North Carolina, but spent much of his childhood on his grandparents' tobacco farm, where there was no electricity or indoor plumbing. He learned to appreciate simple living, storytelling, and the people around him. As a teenager, he developed a passion for journalism, announcing minor league baseball games at just 14 and winning the National Voice of Democracy contest, which earned him a scholarship and a meeting with President Harry Truman. At the University of North Carolina, he worked in radio, edited the student newspaper, and boldly criticized racial segregation. After graduating in 1955, he chose journalism over law school, and in 1957 CBS hired him at only 23, making him one of the network's youngest correspondents. He covered major events across the world, including political unrest in Latin America, the Vietnam War, and the Civil Rights Movement, but eventually became tired of the relentless competition of hard news reporting. In 1967, he proposed something completely different, traveling America without conventional assignments and simply discovering stories along the way. CBS gave him a chance, and On the Road was born. Kuralt and his crew traveled more than 1 million miles, visiting small towns and meeting people whose lives rarely made national headlines. He interviewed teachers, farmers, craftsmen, veterans, adventurers, and countless other everyday Americans, turning their quiet experiences into memorable television. His work earned multiple Emmy and Peabody Awards, and viewers came to see him as a symbol of kindness and decency during a turbulent era. He later became the host of CBS Sunday Morning, where his thoughtful storytelling continued to attract millions of viewers. Yet while America saw Kuralt as a gentle storyteller, he was secretly living another life. In 1962, he married Suzanne Baird, but in 1968 he met Patricia Shannon, a divorced mother of 3, and began a relationship that lasted nearly 3 decades. Over the years, Kuralt reportedly provided Shannon with hundreds of thousands of dollars, helped support her children, purchased property, and acquired land in Montana where they created a private retreat. He even signed letters to her children as pop and helped pay for their education. To his wife and much of the public, this second family remained hidden. Kuralt continued balancing his public image with a deeply private relationship that he never openly acknowledged. In 1997, while suffering from lupus and nearing the end of his life, he wrote a letter concerning the Montana property and his wishes for Shannon. Kuralt died on July 4, 1997, at the age of 62. The letter later became central to a legal dispute over the Montana property, revealing the extent of his secret relationship. After Suzanne Baird's death, the case continued, and in 2000 the Montana Supreme Court ruled in Shannon's favor regarding the property. Years later, Shannon published a memoir describing her decades with Kuralt and revealing details of their relationship, gifts, trips, and family life. The revelations created a painful contrast between the man Americans thought they knew and the complicated private life he had kept hidden. Charles Kuralt left behind a remarkable journalistic legacy, but his story also became a reminder that even the people who spend their lives telling the truth about others can have secrets of their own. The beloved storyteller who showed America its heart ultimately left behind a life filled with both extraordinary achievements and deeply personal contradictions.